Looking forward to fantasy this week. I forget who I actually play this week in
I think I've
fantasy,
got
but
deep.
what is that?
I think I've got deep. Do I? I don't
You
remember.
do, yeah, you have Deep because I know
Mhm.
you're basically getting a win. No offense to Deep this week, but
Wow.
I mean, goodness gracious, you have like a 75% chance of winning.
Yeah.
I play Steiner. That's who it is.
Be a tough one.
Steiner, if you're listening out there,
Tough one.
I hope I beat you this week. So I'm up number 2 now. Me
And
and
you
you
one and
are
two, buddy.
1 and 2. So fantasy football is coming to the end here, really, in a couple weeks, which is
I know.
sad, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. But
I know.
how's your week been going?
Been good, man. Yeah, it's been good. Um, kind of a busy week. We've been working on um the Samaritan's Purse Operation Christmas Child, those shoe boxes this
Mm-hmm.
whole week. So I haven't helped every day. Yesterday was um kind of our biggest shipment day. So it's just pretty cool to see how many
Yeah.
churches kind of partner through that and
Yeah.
how wide that reaches. Um,
Yeah.
that's been kind of the week.
It seems like this year I just been seeing everybody doing it. I don't know if that.
Everybody,
I
everybody
mean,
around
it
here,
seems
everybody's
like
in it.
this year it's been really a big thing. Not that
Yeah,
it isn't other years, but I don't see as many people doing it as I do this year.
this isn't
Um.
a shot at it. Like I think it's a great ministry, but I think it's the easiest
Mm-hmm.
mission trend to get on board with right now. Just because everybody
Yeah.
like it's just so easy to be a part. That's a good thing, but
Yeah.
it's just I think churches who don't really have a mission plan will just jump onto that because it's really easy to be a part
Mm-hmm.
of. Which that's how mission should be to be a part. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to hate on it, but it's just I feel like that's kind of probably why it's trending that way.
Yeah. Because I mean, really, it's not that expensive, and pretty much anybody
No,
can pack one. And I mean
yeah,
it. And so it's
that's
been
pretty
good.
cool.
I know here in our church we've done I think at least 100, and
That's
so
great. Yeah,
it's been great. And
I don't
um,
I don't know what our numbers are, but our like we are like kind of the central drop off for our
okay.
area, and dude,
Hmm.
we're up to I, if I now yesterday it was like 1,500. So today it's got to be probably 2,000. But it's just all these other churches just dropping
Yeah.
off here. I don't know how many we did, um,
Hmm.
but it's pretty cool to just like there was this
Yeah.
one church who came with a trailer and like 4 vans. It just
Wow.
dropped off nothing
That's
but box.
crazy.
It was
A lot of
amazing.
moving.
Yeah,
A lot of
it
moving.
was. It was. So
But yeah, well, good. I'm glad you were able to help out. I don't know where the drop off is for here, but
yeah,
I know we aren't one of those. So
sure. Yeah.
um, but yeah, we Liam has an ear infection today, so that's
Oh man.
keep him in your prayers.
Yeah.
He's
Well.
it seems like every time right before we leave to like Wisconsin or something big that he's like, nah, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah. We're
So
staying. We're staying. That's
so we'll
funny.
see. This is I think technically probably his third round of an ear
Oh
infection. So
man.
yeah, it's at least twice.
Yeah.
But I knew he had it. He had one that was for like a week, and we just didn't really know what was wrong with him. And then his ears got really red, and he was pulling at him. So,
It's tough. Yeah.
but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We were leaving next Monday to
Okay.
Wisconsin and Michigan. So anybody listening today, most likely you won't have a podcast next week.
Yeah.
Um, so we're sorry about
Enjoy your
that, but not
Thanksgiving.
exactly. But we'll see you guys in December. But
Yeah.
on that note, welcome to episode 45. I think it is 45. Getting close to the big 50.
I know.
Probably hit that in maybe December, maybe in January.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Depending.
But
Yep.
again, check us out on all our social media platforms. We've been really liking TikTok lately. They've been really liking the stuff. A lot
Yep.
of people hating on my take of George Pickens, which it is what it is. Had a lot of people asking me about that, so
That was good.
we'll
That
have
was
to get
good.
controversial today too. So
Yep.
but anyway, I just wanted to something I taught on this past Sunday
Hmm.
night for youth, and I taught about good choices, and it was very not generic, but very just broad message. And we see, before I talk about anything I said, what what are your thoughts about, we see this big drop off after the age of 18,
Mm.
right? And a lot of churches have college and career groups. We don't have one simply because we just don't have a lot of people in that age.
Yeah.
Um, and so how can we, especially in our, we're youth pastors here, how can we as youth pastors at least encourage? Because at the end of the day, I'll say this, at the end of the day, it's between them and the Lord if they're going to continue to come to church and
Yeah.
continue their walk with the Lord. But how can we as youth pastors then encourage them to view church as a priority, view their walk with Christ as a priority as they're going through this huge change in their life from this 18 to 24, 25 range?
Mm.
I mean, I think back to my life. I was in high school at 18, and now at the age of 23, am married, a youth pastor, and with a kid.
Right.
And in those short 5 years, my life had changed. I went through 4 years of college, which
Mm-hmm.
completely changed. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
How do we keep the youth in the church?
Well, this is going to sound harsh, but if a teen is only involved in the youth group and nothing else, then they were never a part of the church anyway. So
Hmm.
they didn't leave the church, they were never a part of it. And that sounds harsh, but I think we are way too divided as far as the church period. You have your children's ministry and your youth group, and now your young adult groups, and these
Hmm.
small groups, and those are good things. It's an opportunity for you to open up and get to know one another and have good fellowship that you necessarily can't get in big church or your normal congregation. But if that's all we do is just divide, then we are never unified in the body as the church. So I
Sure.
think the first thing is we need to stop dividing ourselves so much. There's nothing wrong with youth group. If there wasn't youth group, we wouldn't have a job. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thankful for youth group.
Very thankful.
But but what I am saying is that can't be the only thing that they are a part of. And I think that starts from the top down with the church making that a priority, giving opportunities for the youth to be involved in the services, whether that is a Sunday night youth service or just not dividing it or certain things. Like for me and you, it's Sunday school, Wednesday night, and Sunday night youth group. Not one time are they able to interact with the body during that week, if that's what they do. Now, some of them choose to go to a service after Sunday school, but not all of them. Some of them choose to go to the service instead of Sunday school. But all churches are different. And I think that starts from the polity and making that a priority. It's kind of interesting that um, you brought this up because I was just reading this book that um, old Pastor Scruggs gave me. If he's watching this, shout out to Josh Scruggs. It's my man.
That's right.
Um, but he gave me this book that I'm really enjoying. It's a short read, but first page, um, I have it highlighted. It says, "Men are God's method. The church is looking for better methods, but God is looking for better men." And I think for me too, it's attractive to see churches, the big buildings, the flashy lights, the contemporary music,
Hmm.
um, all these different programs. And man, I think there's a lot of good to that. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with those things in itself. But man, if that's the motivation is just to pack the house and get all these flashy things, and we're not focused on heart development, then we're just setting ourselves up for failure. They will leave when the lights go out, when
Yeah.
the lights don't
Hmm.
stay flashy, because man, the world isn't flashy lights. We have real trials and troubles, and if a heart isn't changed, then there's no hope of leaving the church. So for me and you, our job is to influence heart change. Not these big programs and events. If that comes, that's great, but we've got to influence and encourage true heart change. And the only way to do that is to preach Jesus and have them strive to be better. And for them to see that, then we have to model it. So it starts with us. That was a really long-winded answer, but what do you got?
Oh, that was great. I think I agree with you. I think it towards the end there when you were saying that their heart change, and I think you can really see, especially for uh, a youth member, when their heart truly changes for the Lord, and
Mm-hmm.
you can see them kind of step up into the youth group.
Yeah.
I mean, even in my short year here, I've seen a couple of the guys do that, and just they're here for themselves, to grow themselves in the Lord, but they're also leaders who help other people change towards Christ. And
Sure.
I've been trying to get them involved into the church, and I think that also is not just on us, but it's also on the older generation who is in the church. They have to interact with the youth kids, and they have to mentor them. And I think when, as you were saying, we're so divided. Youth has their own thing, and church goes on to do their own thing. And really, the only time that they interact with each other is a Sunday morning service. And that's the
If
only time they
if
have
that.
together, if that, if they go to that. So, um, and so I think as the older generation, they need to step up in a way that
Yep.
shows that they care about these youth, and that truly that they are the future of the church. Even though this day and age everything's kind of crazy, especially with the youth of this world, but they
Yeah.
have to get over that and say that these teens need Christ more than I need to be in my comfort zone and coming to church and sitting in my designated seat. And I
Sure.
think you just have to get out of that comfort zone. And I pointed them towards um Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, very
Yep.
popular passage. But I made the point of truly leaning on Christ. And in this world, if we're not truly leaning on Christ and we still want to do this one thing, we still want to do this thing, but we do put our trust in Christ, but it's not
Yep.
100%. I think then they also lean on the world. And once they start seeing that maybe the world can give them this fame and this money and whatever the world can offer, then they start leaning on it some more and some more. But yes, church is
Mhm.
important, but I can also survive out here in this world. And I think that they just need to put their full trust, the lean on Christ, and to
Yeah.
fully lean on Him. Um, and so I didn't know if you had anything else to say about that,
Well,
but
you were kind of touching on it just about the general congregation, but I hear so many, and I don't want to put anyone on the chopping block or anything like that, but um, this generation, especially like the older Christian generation, I've seen so much disappointment in the youth,
hmm
and just talking down. And um, I get that. There's some youth that make some really bad decisions.
really bad
I,
shit. Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
discounting that at all. But what I am saying is, we can talk about it all that we want. When are we going to pray about them?
hmm
And as Christians, like I keep mentioning this book, but it just talks about just prayer so much and how important it is. And we say that we just don't live like that.
Yeah.
And it even talks about pastors. It says the pulpit of this day is weak in praying. The pride of learning is against the dependent humility of prayer. All prayer is just us recognizing that we need God. We can talk
Yeah.
about all that we want, but
For
until
sure.
until we're going to care about them enough to pray for it, I don't think anything is going to get done. So
hmm
we can talk about it. We can talk about how disappointed we are in them, and all the worry that we have that this generation is just going to be
Yeah.
awful for the Lord. But until we pray for them, um, I don't really think we have any room to
Mhm.
say anything
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we've got to pray for them.
I mean, I brought up last time that we did a youth service. I said that the youth of today are going through it more than anything that we can imagine.
Right.
I mean, the amount of impact that they have in their life to go to a public high school, and there's various high schools out there, but to go to a public high school where everything pretty much goes. I
Yeah.
mean, and that wasn't like it even when we were in high school. I'm
Right.
sure that we've saw some crazy things,
Hmm.
but the day and age today is honestly even crazier.
It's
And to think
different.
that
Does. Yep.
they have to go through their walk with Christ in that environment
Yeah.
where I mean today I'm surrounded by the church every day, and I don't have to go to the public high school to graduate, and
Right.
even with college, we had some crazy experiences at college, but even at a Christian college, but still, I was still surrounded by Christians, and to go to a public high school where you aren't surrounded by Christians in today's age where crazy things are happening, it's something that we can't even imagine, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
we can be just so disappointed in them, but at the same time we have to be there for him and pray for him. And I thought that was a great point. So,
Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
so anything else you want to say about that?
I don't think so. That's a good topic.
It's good. So, if you have anything you want us to talk about, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah.
That'd be fabulous. We appreciate you guys listening. And
Mm-hmm.
but on to the NFL. Um, this past week was a little rough for both of us.
I don't even remember.
We tied in the record.
Oh
We
man.
have the
Okay.
same
Well, I didn't
record,
give any games.
and we both were 7-7. We did really
Ugh,
bad.
man.
So
Yeah.
500, but both 7-7. My record is now 98 and 68, and you hit the 105 and 61. So
Here we go.
unless I do really bad this week, I should hit the hundreds, being at 98 win. So
We win.
um, yeah. Anything you want to say before we get into our predictions? Were you able to watch anything, or
I gave Aaron Rodgers a little bit too much credit. I'll say that.
did you?
Yeah, I just really thought, especially when Adams got there, especially his connection with Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they're done. I mean, they're
They're done.
done. Yeah.
They're done. You could stick a fork in them,
Does he
and
play
they're
next
cooked.
year? You know, I mean, like that's a genuine question. Like this could be it. I don't know. I think he
I
will. He'll
personally
play
see
again,
him.
but
I think he'll play next year,
you know,
but I don't see it getting any better. If you have Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson to throw to with
Brees Hall
Brees
in the
Hall,
back. Oh my goodness. And the
I mean, you
defense
can
coming into the year was really
really
talented.
good.
You
Yeah.
know, they don't look great right
So
now, but
yeah. Yeah, the Jets just aren't looking very good. I'll tell you what, though, not to bring up my Steelers, but they won the game without scoring a single touchdown.
yeah,
And how crazy is that? Chris
yeah,
Boswell went 6 for 6 on the day, and Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals,
yeah.
which is insane. Me and Alex were watching it down in the cave, and
In the
we'll be
cave.
watching tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Thursday night football. But Steelers.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Where'd you get that shirt?
This shirt. It is a. I bought it. Um, it has the rooted thing on the back.
That dude, you didn't show me that yet. That looks sharp.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Unreleased
you, bro.
merch.
That's pretty good.
So
I gotta
we
step my
have
game up.
a. What do you say?
I gotta step my game up, man. That's good stuff.
So we it's a lady down the road here. We're probably gonna start doing our merch through her. And so she
Really
put it.
nice. Yeah.
She put the design together. So I can't
That
take the
looks
credit.
quality, dude. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So I
Sorry.
appreciate it. No, I was just wondering. I like the shirt. Yeah. So
It's super nice. Yeah.
um, to anybody from Memorial Heights Baptist Church, we're gonna be dropping this. That's like a whole merch drop.
I set you up, dude. I set you
Thank you. So I don't have the price on it yet, but
up.
if you want one, let me know. So a lot of colors. Albina has a light blue.
Oh, that'd be
Um,
sharp.
it's like a powder blue.
Yeah,
So
that'd be sweet.
it has a white cross instead, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
So, anyways, appreciate it.
for sure.
You look good as well.
Oh,
Anytime, let
thanks.
me tell you. Anytime he wears a hat, Did you get a haircut? Yeah, is that why you're wearing a hat?
No, I'm getting
Is that why you're wearing a hat today?
Yes.
Okay. Not to point you out like that after you complimented me, but
No, it's rough. I'm
oh,
shaggy, man.
hey, listen, by the next December 8th is a Sunday. That's our Christmas party, and I told him 30 kids and I will go bald. So we'll see how that goes.
You're
We got to
kidding me.
21 last year, 21 or 22.
Oh, you're tempting them. Yeah,
I'm pushing the boundary.
they'll hit it this year. Yeah.
So if they hit it December, let me look at this. When's that podcast coming out? December 12th or December 11th.
You can't wear a hat either.
I won't wear a hat that podcast.
Okay.
So it went real short this time.
Yeah, you got short. Yeah.
Anyways, Thursday night football. Steelers at Browns. You already know my decision.
I'm gonna go with you too, buddy. I'm gonna take Steelers.
It's hard to take the Browns here.
Steelers are
They
good,
could
man.
win. Simply, the Steelers. Fun fact though, Steelers have not won in Cleveland since 2021. So it could be Could be crazy. They've lost
Yeah,
to them in Cleveland past couple times, but I
that's
think
right.
that ends.
Yeah,
I think that ends here. So
I do too.
first 1 p.m. game: Titans at Texans.
Texans by a lot.
Yeah, Titans don't have too much going for them. Texans will bulldoze their way through it. Vikings at Bears. Bears almost won Packers the other day. Missed field goal. Bears fashion.
This is a coin toss for me. The Bears at home. I kind of like the Bears at home. I think.
You want to take the Bears?
Yeah, I've been picking the Vikings every week, but I think I like the Bears at home.
I'm going to take the Vikings here. Vikings are pretty good, I think.
They are.
And I think the Bears, even though they are at home, I think the Vikings might get it. But
That's a
the Bears
coin flip game
absolutely
for
have a
me.
chance to win this
Yeah,
game.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it really could go. If it was in Minnesota,
I'd take Vikings easy. Yeah, but
yeah. So Cowboys at Commanders.
like the Commanders, Cowboys. Who in the world knows what's going on there?
Yeah. I mean, Dak Prescott out pretty much for the year, I'm pretty sure, right?
I think they said, yeah,
Um,
he's done.
so yeah, I'll also be taking the Commanders. Commanders look good this year. I think they
Yeah, they
make
do.
a playoff run. Um, but Patriots at Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. I'm gonna agree with you here. I think the Dolphins. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Dolphins make a push for the playoffs? I think they're 4-6 or 4 and. I think they're 4-6.
Without knowing their schedule, I would say probably not. I don't know who all they have left. I think it's gonna be, but that division is not very good. Um,
They have the Bills.
thinking the why. I mean, the Bills are a shoe in, but
Let me just
I'm gonna
name
say
off the rest
I'm
of
gonna
the
say
schedule
probably
here.
not. Still,
They play the Patriots, the Packers, the Jets, the Texans, the 49ers, the Browns,
yeah, no way.
and then the Jets again. They play the Jets twice.
And they'll probably beat the Browns, but I don't know. They'll be close. They'll be around 500 in the year.
I don't think they do either. I think the AFC's too stacked.
Yeah, to get the wild card. The division's not very good, but they're not going to win the division.
No, no,
So
no. The Bills pretty much have that lock.
yeah,
I'm also gonna take the Dolphins. So I don't even know if I need to say this, but Chiefs at Panthers.
you know what? I like the Chiefs.
Hold on now. Say it together now. Chiefs.
Yeah,
If the Chiefs lose to the Panthers,
I'll
you
move the
might as
shark.
well. Oh goodness. Chiefs are gonna win that game. 1 p.m. Buccaneers at Giants.
Another tough one. Buccaneers. Giants are awful. The benched Danny. They benched him.
They did. Well deserved. I hate to trash on a guy like that, but
It's the truth.
it was
Yeah,
just not happening.
yeah.
Not that they have much going for
No, I
him
was going to
with
say what, but
Tommy DeVito or whatever.
had to
But
get him out, I guess. So
yeah. Lions at Colts.
hmm. Richardson made a statement last week. I'm still going to take the Lions,
So we're gonna take
but
the
I'm
Lions.
just thinking. I'm just thinking. I don't know. I think the Colts might compete with it. The Lions are just too good. But
They are. Lions are nasty. I
yeah,
personally, I think the Lions are making the Super Bowl. I just don't know. The Eagles maybe will stop them. If Saquon Barkley continues to have 3 touchdowns a game, I mean,
I
yeah,
think the Eagles are a bad matchup for them. But if I don't see anybody else beating them.
yeah. The 49ers aren't doing it.
No, no, they've got too
I
many
can't
problems this
think of
year.
any. I mean, the Commanders are making it, but I just don't think they're going to do it this year.
Not this year.
I just don't know who beats the Lions
They've got a
in
pretty
the
easy
NFC.
run, I think. Yeah,
So
NFC
Broncos
just down
at
this year.
what was that?
NFC is just down this year anyway.
Yeah. First 4 p.m. game, Broncos at Raiders. I'm not betting. Well, Bo Nix has been
Well, Bo
crazy.
Nix might go for 4 touchdowns.
He's been crazy. I'll give him that.
I think
But
I even would take the Broncos, actually.
you
I
are
don't like
going
the
to take the
Raiders.
Broncos?
Yeah, I don't like the Raiders.
I don't either, and that's the problem. I don't like either.
Yeah, I mean, it's a coin flip game. Raiders are at home. It might be a safer pick, but I don't know. I like Bo Nix this week.
Just to get a game on you, I'm going to take the Raiders here.
Well, let's make a TikTok, and I'll predict that Bo Nix throws for 4 touchdowns. And see how
Bo
many
Nix
views we
is
get.
You heard it here first. Bo Nix, after you absolutely got manhandled by the Ravens,
Yeah,
you're going to throw for 4 touchdowns
4
in
touchdowns.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Mystic
it.
Mac.
He did.
Yeah.
Cardinals at Seahawks.
Seahawks had a big win last week. Let's go Seahawks again. I like the momentum at home. Cardinals. You're a Cardinals guy. I know that.
I don't know where that came from, but ever since Joshua Dobbs started swinging the
If
football over
Steelers
there,
weren't your team, you'd be a Cardinals fan.
I don't know about that. I don't know. But Cardinals are gonna win on the road. I don't even know their record. I don't even know.
I don't either.
Last 4 p.m. game. A lot of people went by this week, by the way.
Okay.
Falcons, Bills, Bengals, Jaguars, Saints, and Jets are all on bye.
Wow, goodness.
Which is hurting my fantasy team, by the way.
Yeah, yours especially.
I have like 5 people on the bench, and they're
Yeah.
all on bye.
That's tough.
I have Zach Charbonnet on the bench, available to go in.
That's tough.
Just wanted to throw that out there. Why are we putting week 12 as like half of the NFL is on bye week?
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know what happened with the schedule there.
Roger, if you're listening, we change that. I don't know what power he has for that, but
yep,
he needs to change that. 49ers at Packers.
I'm going to take the Packers at home. We'll try and get a game on me here. I don't know.
I'm going to get 49ers here, just again to get a game. I'm taking the away teams here. You're taking the home teams. That's a better bet.
Yeah, but it's 49ers. We're at home. I'd take the 49ers. Yeah, I'll keep it. Give me Packers. I said it already. I'll keep it.
Yeah. If you want to change, I'm fine with that. No,
I'll keep the Packers.
Sunday Night Football, Eagles at Rams.
Eagles.
I'm going to agree with you here. I don't think
And I've got
the Rams
Saquon doing another reverse hurdle.
If he does. Oh. Monday Night Football. By the way, Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football are both in the same stadium. I don't know if you thought about that.
Oh, wow.
But the Rams and the Chargers both host Sunday Night Football and then Monday Night Football. So, Ravens at Chargers.
I wonder if that's the first time ever that's happened. I don't know. Probably not. But
I don't know. I think they probably did that at MetLife, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
With the Giants and the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that had to have happened. The Chargers and who?
Ravens at Chargers.
Oh, Ravens. They've got to win this one. We'll get that one back. You're going to do it. You're going to take them?
See, the thing is the Chargers beat the Bengals. And I know the Bengals aren't on the same level as the Ravens, but the Bengals have been looking great. Even though their record did not show it.
They've been in every game, though. Do it. Have some conviction.
I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
I'm not going to do it. I just don't trust the Chargers. Chargers are good, though. They're
They
good.
are.
They're 7-3.
Yeah.
You know what? You said it. I didn't. I'm not going to change it. I was about to change it.
Okay.
I was about to change it, but
I didn't realize the Chargers were 7-3. Didn't they start off like 1-2?
Something like that, I think. But they've been cooking.
I didn't realize. Wow.
I'm pretty sure they're 7-3.
That's crazy. Who's in their division? I can't think.
They're in the same division as the Chiefs.
That'd be tough.
It's the Chiefs,
But-
Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders, I think.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the Chiefs, they'd be fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
And
Chiefs
that wild
lost.
card's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the Steelers making them push for the 1 seed. That's all I'm saying. 8-2. Chiefs lost.
Look really good. Chiefs will be the 1 seed though.
I'm upset. I don't know. Anyways, anything else you want to say about that?
Oh, all I got to say is Laker fans, Dalton Connect is the best player in this draft class.
I haven't seen him play, but I've been seeing a lot about him.
37 points, 9 threes last night.
That's
and he fell out of the lottery. Wasn't even a lottery pick. That's a disgrace.
Did you want to repeat what Braun said about him?
Well, he knew the whole time.
Oh,
Anybody that says LeBron's a liar, he knew the whole time.
he knew.
Yeah.
Oh, Thunder are without Chet.
For a while, isn't it?
At least 8 to 10 weeks. So that might affect. I still think they make the playoffs easily, but
Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah.
once they get Chet back,
They need to sign another big.
yeah, because Hartenstein is there, but he's still injured too.
Well, and he can't play 48 minutes, so they just need
Yeah.
they need another.
They need somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the one night SGA was the tallest player in the starting lineup.
That's bad. That's really
We
bad.
still won.
Yeah.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
So Gordon Hayward was not it last year.
Yeah. Y'all made
I
him
don't know.
retire.
he was so mad about getting 2 minutes a night. SGA though is just insane.
He is so good.
Should probably, if the Thunder get the 1 seed this year, which they could, I don't think now without Chet. But if they get the 1 seed, SGA should probably at least get a lot of votes for MVP.
Oh, he'll be top 3 easy.
He was last
Like
year. But just as long as we don't give it to good old Nikola.
Yeah, I don't think anyway he gets it again. I think it'll either be Tatum, SGA. I really think Tatum's got a great shot.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis too, dude. If the Lakers make a push.
Donovan Mitchell's been playing out of his mind a little bit.
I just don't think they'll give it to him.
Yeah.
And I would have to think that they start to fall off. Their streak got ended last night. Finally, they are legit. I think they're going to be really good. But
yeah,
even in the playoffs,
they're in the East, correct? They are
Yeah.
in the East, so they'll give Celtics maybe a run for their money.
yeah, the
Maybe.
Sixers, dude, they might not even make the playoffs. I thought the Sixers were going to make the finals with Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George. I was like, oh, they're going to be nasty. Like 2-11, they're awful.
Have they even played that yet? All 3 together?
Not all 3. No.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But well, anyway, guys, we appreciate you listening. Kind of forgot we were recording there for a second.
I know, I did too.
But anyway, we appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So no podcast next week. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Be thankful for what the Lord has done for you, and we'll see you guys next week. Or not next week. Week after that. We'll see you.